Do you like Japan? Do you like Japan and Disney? Do you like Japan, Disney, and cosplay? Then this is definitely the video for you. Hello there, fellow park junkies, Ray here, and it is that special time of year once again. Yes, it is that most wonderful time when not just the kiddies, but us adults as well can dress up from head to toe as our favorite Disney character and go to the parks. So as an American, it's hard to imagine any other Halloween celebration at Disneyland that doesn't start with Mickey's Not So Scary. But here in Japan, yeah, we don't have that. In fact, we don't have any separately ticketed Halloween event at all. So if there's no Halloween party, when can you dress up? Actually, instead we have special days where you can cosplay from park open till park close. Pretty sweet, right? However, just like the parks overseas, there are lots of rules. Like seriously, they got big, long list. The good news is, the majority of these rules can either be bent, if not completely broken. And I'm here to tell you which ones. So let's get started. Okay. First, when are the special days? The days that you can cosplay at both parks is October 25th through October 31st. Okay, I'm gonna be really honest. I've been really late making these videos, and they did have time in September where you could cosplay. So the way it works is that generally Halloween at Disneyland starts September 9th. So there is a week that you can cosplay in September and a week that you can cosplay in October. Now the time that you can cosplay in October generally never changes because they want you to be able to cosplay on the 31st. September, on the other hand, kind of bounces around a little bit. Could be at the beginning of the month, could be at the middle of the month. Yeah, because apparently making the same every year, that just wouldn't be interesting. Now you may ask, what happens if I come all dressed up on days that are not the 25th through the 31st? Well, that segues nicely into the first rule on the website. You cannot come to the parks dressed in full cosplay on any dates outside of these, unless you're in elementary school or younger. The only reason I can think of why they have this rule is because they don't want people cosplaying to be confused with people who actually work at the park, the face characters. People put a lot of effort and a lot of love into these costumes, and some of them are even more detailed and intense than the real thing. So, you know, I get it. Rule number 2. Dressing up as a character that does not belong to the Disney universe is not allowed. This one just kind of makes logical sense. I mean, if you're going to Disney, dress up as a Disney character. They even have a list of all the films that you can take characters from to cosplay as. I have to admit though, I don't think you really understand the scope of how large the Disneyverse is until you look at this list. There's lots of stuff on here that you might have just forgotten was Disney. Stuff like Iron Will, Angels in the Outfield 1 and 2, The Rookie, The Kid, The Pacifier, Blackbeard's Ghost. Apparently it's Disney. Benji the Hunted, the Santa Claus series. Oh yes. Shaggy Dog, George of the Jungle. Wait. George of the Jungle? Oh my god. Somebody please cosplay as George of the Jungle. I mean, this list is just, it's so long. Also fair game for cosplay are the costumes that the dancers and performers wear in the parades and stage shows, as well as the special seasonal event costumes that Mickey, Minnie, and the gang wear. And not just film characters, but characters that are specific to the park are totally allowed too. So Sinbad and Chandu from the Sinbad ride in Disney Sea, Shaban and Ashim from the Magic Lamp Theater. All good. Oh, and Kingdom Hearts characters are okay. Kinda. It said that you could cosplay as a Kingdom Hearts character, but it had to be a character that was licensed by Disney. So, Final Fantasy characters are probably not allowed. Sora, I think, is okay. I've seen a couple people cosplay as Sora at the parks, so they got in. And if you think a little bit outside of the box, it doesn't have to be a character. You can go dressed as a ride. I mean, I saw 2 girls who went as Toy Story Mania targets. Yeah, like they had taken overalls and put all these targets from Toy Story Mania that they had printed out offline or something, put it all over the overalls, wore little Toy Story shirts underneath, and had the cannon models as little toy guns, and were holding Buzz and Woody dolls. Super cute, super original, loved it. It was fabulous. So yeah, get creative with it. Characters, it says that you are absolutely not allowed to dress up as are Marvel characters. I don't know why. Maybe it's because their costumes require lots of weapons? I don't know. If you know the reason why this rule exists, comment down below. Also, it says you are not allowed to dress up as a cast member. Obviously, they don't want people to think that you work there if you don't. So, I totally get that one too. Rule number 3. Extreme face makeup, fake beards, and masks are not permitted. Okay, let's break this one down for a second. Makeup. When it comes to makeup, they want to be able to see who you are. The majority of people going into cosplay that day, I guarantee you, will be annual pass holders. And to get into the park as an annual pass holder, you have to show your pass, which has a picture of you on it, and they have to match it with your face. You have to show it to a cast member before you scan it into the park. So if you're wearing so much paint on your mug that they can't tell who you are, then they're gonna ask you to kind of tone it down a little bit. Also, they probably want to avoid people coming with fake blood or, skeleton faces or, just kind of scary stuff that would scare the kids. I know, this can be kind of irksome if you're trying to cosplay Sally or Jack. You want to put the stitches on your face and put in the white contacts. It's really iffy. You're just like walking the line there. I've seen quite a few girls cosplay Sally, but I've never seen them wear the white contacts in. If they do have the stitches on their face, it's over their natural skin tone. They haven't painted their skin, that kind of sickly gray mint color. Yeah. Okay, beards. Let's think about this for a second. What Disney character really requires you to have on a fake beard? Triton? Yeah, I've never seen someone wearing a fake beard inside the park. Partial beards can be okay though. So, if there's a little bit of facial hair in a character, for example, Flynn Rider's soul patch. I mean, most people just take their eyebrow pencil and just draw that sucker on. Okay, onto masks. When they say masks are not allowed, this is a bold-faced lie. I've seen dancing bogos, full-body Zurg suits, Buzz Lightyears complete with plastic dome, Wally suits, the Beast with full furry face mask. That being said, most people will take off these masks when they're done taking pictures with their friends or whoever. Again, this is most likely just to avoid people coming in those rubber masks that you can get at any spirit store. Rule number 4, please do not bring any long or dangerous objects into the park as props. Okay, the first thing that comes to mind are definitely lightsabers. Star Wars cosplays are completely allowed, but the retractable lightsabers, you gotta keep retracted if you're gonna bring them into the park. The same goes for stuff like Jafar's staff, Triton's staff, anything really long, or may have sharp edges, any fake weapons, knives, guns, anything like that is a no-go. Rule number 5, please do not wear overly revealing costumes. Okay, this rule really just speaks for itself. It's Disney, let's keep it PG. Although if you really, really want to wear one of those Leg Avenue, Naughty Snow White, Naughty Cinderella costumes, that's totally cool. You do you, man. Just don't come to Disney. Go to Universal. Or Shibuya. They really don't care. And finally, rule number 6. Your costume must not be so long that it drags on the ground. Yeah, because tripping is no fun. Also put in as kind of like a little sub-clause here, you are also not allowed to wear costumes that are completely made of tights. So, lycra suits. Couple things to be aware of. Cosplay days at the parks are very, very busy. Granted, the majority of people are coming are just there to cosplay and take pictures with people and not to ride anything, but that means that the coin lockers and changing spaces are going to be packed. So just as a quick tip, before you go to the park, change as much as possible and then ride the train in your costume and in your makeup. No one's gonna care, it's Halloween. Officially, there is a changing station at the parks. It's right outside the gates of Disneyland, over on the right side near Promenade Gifts, and there will be a space for women and men to change into their costumes, but I guarantee there's going to be a huge line. So there it is, everything you need to know to cosplay at Tokyo Disneyland. I've gone every year for the past 4 years. It's always super crowded, but the costumes are amazing. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun, and I hope to see some of you guys there, maybe? Anyways, thank you for watching this video, and happy theme parking!